Welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment brought to you by Safety Systems. And when you are building a home or remodeling a home with Benedict Construction, be sure to engage Safety Systems right off the bat. Wire your house, dimmers for the lights, hidden speakers, TVs that can rise and recede into cabinets, out of wall, picture frames. I mean, we're talking James Bond stuff at regular American prices. Cool stuff, good prices, Safety Systems. You ought to get out and check their. Call VFL JJ Surlis, who works with Safety Systems. Go out and see their showroom. You'll be very impressed. All right, Mark Pankratz is back with us. We got stuff next. What Michigan folks are saying about Brady Hoke, America's biggest bandwagon fan, media etiquette on our part. But want to talk about the NCAA tournament resume. It's a up and down sport. It's a roller coaster. They could win their next 6 and be right back on the bubble. But right now, not looking great. Let's take a look at their resume. RPI forecast said last night that they'd be 45. I looked this morning, they're at 46 in the NCAA's official RPI. They went from 38 to 46 with that loss yesterday. Ken Pomeroy has them at 41. Overall, they're 14-11. They're 6-6 in the SEC, tied for 5th. The NCAA top 16s, the tournament selection committee released those this week. First time they've ever done that before the season is over. Tennessee has played 5 of those teams that are top 16 seeds in the tournament if it started today. Lost to Gonzaga, lost to Carolina, lost to Oregon, beat Kentucky, lost to Florida. Remaining schedule, you see it right there. Mark Pankratz, NIT is much, you've said this last week, NIT is much more likely for this bunch, is it not?
Yes.
Odds on them, I mean, they would have to, now with this loss to Georgia, you're going to have to run the table and probably beat either South Carolina or Kentucky on the road, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, you've got your margin there. You can win. You can lose one more, and I just don't think we've got the capabilities to do that. And the other side about it is because you play 2 top 50 teams left, right? South Carolina and Kentucky, but then you play 2 teams that are above 120 in Missouri and LSU. So they're going to cancel each other out. So it's just you're going to have to win a boatload of basketball games. I don't know if we're capable.
All right. Well, let me ask you this question because we hear it whenever you got a young team. Okay, NIT. Now nobody's going to get thrilled and excited about an NIT bid. But you must say, that tournament is a lot different than it was 10 years ago. Since they started seeding the field and forcing in teams that win their conferences but don't make the NCAA tournament, it's a better tournament now. Mm-hmm. But we've always heard, okay, a young team, you do anything for the extra time, the extra practice, those extra games make all the difference. All right, how much of that is true? How much of that is cliche?
I think it depends on your leaders because you're going to play against a mid-major team, go up against MTSU. It's just not exciting. You talk about practice time, you really don't get that much practice because usually you play pretty quickly after the NCAA tournament is announced. So, yes, there's some value in it. I think because they are so young, they may be a little bit more excited about it. But at the end of the day, the reality is most of these teams just don't get up for an NIT tournament.
All right, Mark Pankratz, the honest answer. I've always wanted someone to say that it's a little overblown. There's value in it, but it's a little overblown in terms of, it's just huge for the youngsters. Could be, I guess, if you went to New York, but if you just go one and done against
and I'll say this too. It also depends on how the coach handles those practices and the preparation. Is he still drilling into these kids and trying to get every rep counts? It does, but the other side of it is you want to enjoy that experience, and the players appreciate that much more.
Mark Pankratz, thank you. You're going to stick around for our overtime segment, which will be online this afternoon. Coming up next, what Michigan folks are saying about Brady Hoke. You'll want to hear that. What we have to say about local superfan number 1. You'll want to stick around for that. But also, hugs in the media. Are they cool? Come on back.